Dear children, pay attention now. Antonio says, in sooth, I know not why I am so sad. Truly saying, I do not know why I feel so sad. It wearies me. Wearies means it depresses me. It makes me tired. It tires me out. You say it wearies you too. Even you say that it depresses you too. But how I got it, found it, or came by it, what stuff it is made up of, whereof it is born, I am to learn. But from how I caught it, from where did I caught such a sadness, where did I find it, or from where I came across it, what stuff it is made up of, what does it consist of, and how it has been originated, I am also yet to learn. I have yet to know about it. And such a want with sadness. Want with sadness refers to a feeling of sadness which makes you dull. So he says, this is want with over here means a dull fellow. So he means to say, this feeling of sadness makes me such a dull fellow that it is difficult for me to know who or what I really am. Right? Next, Salarino says, your mind is tossing on the ocean. Now, Salarino comforts Antonio by saying that your mind is tossing on the ocean. Your mind is at the sea. There, where your argosies with portly sail, like stingers and rich burghers on the flood. Or as it were, the pigeons of the sea do overpeer the petty traffickers that curtsy to them reverence as they fly by them with their woven wings. Now note it down. Tossing on the ocean, as I told you, your mind is at the sea. There were argosies refer to the rich merchant ships, large merchant ships with portly sail. Portly sail means that stately appearance with that magnificent sail. Like stingers and rich burghers. Stingers and rich burghers means like honorable or respectable gentlemen and wealthy citizens. Okay. Floods over here refers to sea, or as it were, the pigeons of the sea. Pigeons of the sea refers to the spectacular procession of the like one which is at the public shows. The spectacular processions do overpeer the petty traffickers. Petty traffickers refer to the small ships engaged in coastal trade. Okay, that curtsy to them. Curtsy over here refers to salute, bow. Do them reverence. Reverence over here refers to show respect. As they fly by them, as they move by them with their woven wings. Woven wings refer to the sails, right? So in short, Salarino wants to say that you are depressed by the anxious thoughts about your vessels which are on the sea. Your thoughts are there on the sea, where your large merchant ships with magnificent sails, like great and wealthy citizens, or like those gorgeously decorated procession on wheels. What do? They look down on smaller vessels. They look down on smaller vessels which, as they sail past your big merchant ships. Okay, so how do the smaller ships move? They sail past the rich merchant ships with great speed, seem to salute and show respect to them. Okay, with to them over here refers to show courtesy to big merchant ships. Just as the poor people, they show respect to the wealthier citizens. So they fly in such a way. They move past the bigger ships. As the bigger ships move, the smaller ships bow before the bigger ships and show them their respect. Salarino says, believe me, sir, had I such venture forth, the better part of my affections would be with my hopes abroad. So Salarino gives his own opinion. He says that, I assure you, sir, if I had such ventures at sea, the better part of my affections. Affections refer to the thoughts. Okay, my better part of his thoughts and concerns would be on the hopes abroad, with my hopes abroad. Hopes over here refer to the ships which are bound. His hopes, like at present, the hopes refer to the ships which are bound up with the hopes that will bring some fortune in return. But then he says, I should be still, plucking the grass to know where sits the wind. So at this time, when his whole thoughts, the greater part of his thoughts would be fixed on his hopes abroad, at that time he would be plucking the grass and throwing it up to the sea, throwing it up to see in which direction the wind is blowing, to check it out in which direction the wind is blowing. Then he would be peering in maps or ports. Peering in maps or ports means he would be looking. Peering in means looking into the maps. Okay, he would be studying the maps. Harbors. Piers over here means a long structure which is built into the sea and joined to land at one end of as a wide path beside the sea, or you can say a landing stage. Okay, and over here roads refer to the shallow water near the shore where ships can lie at anchor. And it means to say that what he would be doing, he would be studying the map, harbors and channels, and consider everything that might pose danger to his business. That certainly would make him sad. Okay, so Saladinus says, my wind cooling my broth. My wind over here refers to my breath, cooling my broth, as he blows the wind over his soup, over his hot soup. Broth refers to the hot soup, would blow me to an egg. So what does he say? As if I should blow upon my hot soup to cool it, he says, would blow me to an egg. He would shake with fear to think. Okay, over here egg refers to fever with shivering. So he says that I tremble with fever to think of the damage. Harm is damage. A wind too great at. He wants to say that I would shake with fear to think what a great disaster a rough wind at sea might be. He says, I should not see the sandy hourglass run, but I should think of shallows and of flats, and see my wealthy Andrew docked in sand. Now over here, sandy hourglass, as you know what a sandy hourglass is. Sandy hourglass is a glass which marks the passage of time. Sandy hourglass is a glass which marks the passage of time by the running of sand. Flats over here refer to the sandbanks, right? So Andrew is a well-known name for a big ship in Shakespeare's day, right? So docked in sand means brought to a stop. Okay, stuck in sand. So Saladinus says, when I blow upon my soup to make it cold, I tremble with fever to think of the damage a strong wind might cause to my ships on the sea. The sight of the sand running out of the hourglass makes me think of dangerous shallow waters and sandbanks. So you just have to note down, sandy hourglass makes him think of the dangerous shallow waters and sandbanks, which makes him imagine that his loaded ship, wealthy Andrew docked in sand, that his loaded ship is grounded, that means has stuck in sand, wailing her high top tower lower than her ribs. Wailing her high top lower than her ribs means that it has gone so deep, it has lowered her high top lower than her ribs. Ribs over here, high top means top mast. Okay, and ribs refer to the wooden framework of a ship, wooden or iron framework of a ship. So he means to say that when he looks at the sand glass, he would at first think of sandbanks and shallow places in the sea, and see in imagination the Andrew, the wealthy vessel of mine, wrecked and embedded in the sand with its topmast lower than its framework. That is, it has gone too deep within the sand. should I go to church? And he says,